Hey guys, today's video is gonna be a little bit different. Um, Today's video we're gonna talk about first loves, and I apologize ahead of time because this one's gonna be completely different from all my rest. I've been thinking about it for a few weeks now, what video to do after the last video I did, and before I start anything, I just want to say that I'm so thankful of all the people that have watched my videos, all the people that the 21 people that have subscribed. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. I don't care about how many subscribers I have. I don't care how many people watched it. As long as you guys at the end of the day enjoyed it and I made you laugh, that's all I care about. So thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart for subscribing and watching my videos. I'm really thankful and I'm really grateful because I really never thought that I would actually do this. I thought it was just going to be a thought in my head that I was going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to make a YouTube channel and let's see what happens. I actually never thought that anybody was going to watch or anybody was actually going to subscribe. So from the bottom of my heart, like I said again, thank you guys so much. So I've been noticing a lot on social media, mostly Instagram, that people are basically bashing their exes. And I'm not about that. This is not what this video is. I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about him because at one point in my life, I really loved him. So to cover up his identity, I'm going to call him David in this video. I thought about a long time what name to call him because I didn't want to slip up and say his name. So his name is David. And I really love that name. I always wanted to date somebody that name was David. So if I got a David out there that, like what he see, holla at a bitch. Okay? So let's go. Who that bitch? La 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 la. Who that bitch? It's me. Okay, guys. So like I said, this video is going to be completely different. I'm going to open up to you guys about my first love. So I met David when I was 16. 25 now, so that was a cool minute ago, when he was very poppin' and, he was very skinty. I basically looked like a completely different person. And if I find a picture, I'll put it up here if I find a picture, I'll put it up. And if I don't, I apologize for doing this. But I met him when I was 16, and this was in the age when fucking MySpace was the shit. Like, I honestly don't remember who messaged who, but I remember we talked for at least a year on there. And it was really nice. Like, he made me feel, it was at the point in my life where I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel like anybody liked me. I was different from everybody else. Like, there was not a place in my life where I felt like I fit in completely at that moment. Like, when you're young, I was 16, child, people don't know what the fuck they doing. I was like 16, 15. I was like in the 8th grade. Like, all you want, to be honest with you, is to be liked. And when I met him, it was kind of like a breath of fresh air because he liked my picture. He was very, like I said, put together and very poppin' and very skinty. Even though I'm trying, y'all, I'm really trying, but food is trying my life and I love to eat. So, but I'm trying. I've been exercising a lot, but that's a different video. But yeah, like, when I met him, he kind of put to sleep all the insecurities that I had in my life. He made me feel like I was important to something. And when you're young, like, that's very, like, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel important. It makes you feel like you're valued and all this stuff. So we kept talking, across that year and blah, blah, blah. And finally, I was just like, what you gonna do, homie? Like, you popping, I'm popping. What's gonna happen? And I basically gave him an ultimatum. Like, I was like, if you don't get with me right now in this moment in my life, like, it's never gonna happen for you. And basically worked for me because he got with me, but I don't really think he was ready to be with someone like me. Because when I'm in the relationship, I know I shouldn't say this because I probably, people probably look at me sideways. But I'm not needy. Like, I'm the type of person that's like, you want to go out with your homies? Go have you a good time. As long as you know you text me that you all right and you alive, I'm not going to be here and smother you and be like, no, you only have to be with me. No, you only have to do the things that I want to do. That's not how a real relationship works and lasts. Because I know a few people that be doing that shit. And that's like, bitch, you crazy. But yeah, that's a different. But yeah, like, it was really good. We were on and off for until I was 20. No, we didn't date. After we were together, after I basically gave him the ultimatum, we lasted about like 6 months. But then it was funny because after that, now that I think about it, we was never really exclusive after that. I started dating somebody else, and that's a different story. But I would go back to him because, like I said, he made me feel like I was important. Like, he valued what I said and how I felt. Like, he didn't care that I lied about something, and it kind of led to the demise later on in our relationship, and not really relationship, but in our friendship. It kind of led to a demise, and I'll take full responsibility of that because I should have been straightforward and honest from the beginning. But like I said, I was scared, and I was getting attention from somebody that was like, in my eyes, was like David Beckham, because like he's still very attractive. Like, now when I see his Snapchats, I'd be like, sometimes I just be like, I just want you to show your face, and I just want you to hit me up and tell me that you miss me and that you want to be my friend and that you want to hang out and you want to go do all these things. That's my inner self, but let me continue with the story. So after that, we broke up. But every time we stopped talking, it was very mutual. Like, it was very like, okay, I'm gonna give you your space. Like, especially when he would get into a relationship, I was always the type of person, even to this day, when it comes to certain people, like, I'll constantly text you, I'll constantly call you, I'll constantly like be like, what are you doing? Like, you want to hang out? Blah, blah, blah. So whenever he would get into a relationship, I would always stop it because I knew for a fact it was mad disrespectful to be hitting on somebody else's man. But, I don't even know what to go. Like, I want to apologize if I start crying out of nowhere, because when I think about it, it really does touch me. Like, because I miss the friendship more, because I was able, like, he was there for me when my uncle died, and I was there for him when his daddy died. Like, to me, it was much more than how I felt romantically about him. It was more about like our friendship was like really, like, we had a really good friendship. Like, I was able to talk to him about anything. And when we started talking, because we lost contact for I would say about 3 years. I'm fast forwarding. He lost contact for about 3 years. And when he came back into my life, I was like, it was funny because I was like, you actually sat there in front of a computer and you looked for me. Like, people don't do that anymore. Like, you lose contact with somebody and you think about them from time to time, but you don't sit there and take time out of your day to look for somebody. So when he did that, I was just like, wow, like, I must be really important, or I must have had left a really good impact in your life for you to do that with me. So we started talking again and again, like, but it was more in, like I said, in a friendship level now. Don't get it wrong, like, I still madly loved him. Whenever a song would come on and it would remind me of him, I was like, it would just take me there. So we kept talking, and we would always have plans to meet. after we, you know, we freaking, um, like, we got into contact again with each other, we always, like, we would always be like, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna hang out. But I didn't, to be honest with you, I did want to, and I was going to, but at the same time, I was like, I know if I do, I'm gonna fall right back into love with him, because the way that he is and the way that he treats me, child, it's gonna be a done deal, and I'm gonna be whoop-de-doop, and I'm gonna be singing, you know, Love on Top, and I'm gonna just fall head over heels. And I know how I am, and I know how my heart is, and when there's still hope for me in a certain situation, I'm still gonna lean on to it. I still do to this day, but not like I used to. But so when we got right back into contact, I had left, you know, to go with my sister, you know, to go help her out, because, you know, her husband was deployed, and I was there for her. And I remember this one conversation we had over the phone, because I remember me telling him that I was gonna leave, and he didn't want to hang out. I kind of didn't want to hang out either, because I didn't want to leave and then have what if in my head. So I remember when he was like, let me get your number, and we were on Snapchat, and he called me, and we talked for about an hour that day. And he was like, you know what, I really regret not hanging out with you. And I was like, you know what, I kind of do too, because I feel like if I did, in one hand, I don't. In one hand, I do. Because if I would have hanged out with him, I would have been able to be open and honest about the thing I lied about, that I'm not going to share with y'all. So, I'm sorry. But then in the other hand, I'm like, I kind of wish I would have let, like what I did is I left it at that. So I really had this thing that was bothering me the whole time I was there. And I was like, this is going to be the moment where I'm going to say what I have to say. So I learned this from that situation. When I said what I had to say, and we had a conversation about it, and we ended in good terms that time. Really amazing terms. Like, it was like, you know what? I lied to you, and I'm sorry. And he was like, I get it, but don't think that we're going to go any more than our friendship over social media. And I was fine with it, because I had to come to terms that I lied. So I came to terms with it. And after that, I would hit him up occasionally, like, hey, how you doing? How you know, how's everything? I wish I didn't. I wish I would have left it in that moment where we stopped talking. Because I've learned that once you end something with someone, don't try to reach out again. That person is out of your life for a reason. And I kind of wish I would have stayed with that what if, because once I reached out and I shushed that what if, everything went to shit. I lost my friendship with him, because things were said that there was no way that you can come back from. And at the end of the day, I want to tell him thank you. Because if it wasn't for him, and if it wasn't for the kindness that he showed me, I honestly don't know where I would be with my self-esteem. Because he was the one that helped build it, along with other people. Because he was able to show me that I was important, that I mattered, and that don't ever take myself for granted. And that's the same thing that I want to tell all of y'all. Like, at the end of the day, all of you guys are meant to be here. And don't ever feel like just because somebody says something to you, or somebody doesn't like you, or somebody doesn't understand you, that you are not meant to be here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have moments where I'm insecure and I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and we young. We live in a state where literally we based our like self-worth off of other people's opinion. And I want to tell you, like, yeah, I have those moments where I'm like, I really want people to like me, but at the same time, I'm just like, fuck it. If nobody likes me, I like me. At the end of the day, I like who I am, and I like the way I look, even though, you know, I'm working on it. But he helped me with that, because I honestly don't know where I would be if he would have never appeared in my life. If I'm being honest, like, I honestly don't know where I would be. And I just want to tell him thank you, even though we don't talk anymore and there will never be an open line of communication between us again. I didn't want to make this video to bash him, because he did show me a lot of things, and I do have mad love for him. If he ever reached out to me and, you know, just to have a conversation, I would not ignore it. I would respond, but I wouldn't be as open as I was. I wouldn't be as ready to start something again as I was. Not even a relationship, just a friendship. I wouldn't be as open, because there were certain things that he said that you just can't come back from. And I'm very, like I said, I didn't want to make this video to bash him. I wanted to just say thank you. Thank you for all the things that you taught me. Thank you for everything that you showed me of who I am and who I can be. Thank you for everything that you did for me. I'm really thankful, and I'm really happy that I had someone like you in my life to guide me that way. Even though we might not talk ever again, but from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the best. I really do hope that you make every single one of your dreams come true. So, like I said, I wanted to do this video because I was seeing all over social media people bashing their exes, and I'm like, that's not cool. Because at the end of the day, you love this person. You loved this person at one point in your life. So why would you go literally on social media to bash somebody? I don't think that's all right. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that I never talk shit about somebody that I had, you know, that I was with, but I never went on social media to do it. I either called somebody or I kept it to myself, because there's no need for other people to be seeing what the fuck you feeling. Like, you just look crazy. But yeah, I'm very thankful that I had him in my life, and I had him show me all the things that he showed me, and I'll still have love for him no matter what happens, no matter who I marry, because you'll always have love for the two first loves of your life. And he was the first love of my life. And I'm really thankful that I had him. This video is completely different from the last one. But thank you. Thank you guys for listening. I'm very thankful for you guys. So remember, spread some love, alright? Don't spread hate, because there's already too much of it in this world. Especially right now, in the times that we go in. Show people more love than you do hate. Okay? Bye, y'all. Who that bitch? It's me.